Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Hi, I'm Kerry and I am a Disney adult, and in this video, as you can see from the title, we are ranking Disney songs from the 1960s. Now if you see the previous video, it is songs from the 1960s, and prior to that 1930s and 40s in one video, because we just had Snow White in the 30s. So also, if you have not watched it already, please check out my review of the recent live action version of Snow White. It is on my channel and I hope you enjoy it. If you've seen it, let me know in the comments below. If you haven't, same. If you're going to see it, it's in a different video, so head over there. But in the meantime, let's get into this one. So, Disney songs from the 1960s. There are only 3 films actually in the 1960s, and I didn't realise that until I was doing this, because the Disney films tier lists by decades, I'd amalgamated it with the 1950s, so obviously it seemed a lot more. But we just have the 101 Dalmatians, Sword in the Stone, and the wonderful Jungle Book. Sorry, it might help if I actually look at the camera. And we've only got 3 songs in 101 Dalmatians, so let's just get straight into it. So, the first one is Cruella de Vil. So, Cruella de Vil, that one. So, obviously you'd know that already, but still. What are we doing here? Oh, by the way, look. Did my roots. And I've been saying about it in previous videos. Roots now. I'm not looking quite as old. I don't know. Debatable. I also might want to put the light on in this video. So let's give that a go. Because I'll tell you what. Started filming it. The light outside looked fantastic. And then now it's just gone. Mwah. So there we go. Face. Roots. Fabulous. Let's get on with this. So Cruella de Vil. Obviously this is the song that Roger sings about his wife Anita's horrific employer, Cruella de Vil, who, as we know, is the antagonist, the villain of this film. She has an obsession with fur coats and fashion, and as soon as she hears that Perdita is pregnant with the puppies, she immediately wants to buy the puppies purely to kill them and skin them and wear their fur as a coat. Absolutely lovely. So, I think if you've seen my video of the ranking Disney films from the 1950s and 60s, I'm not a huge fan of 101 Dalmatians. It's just not really for me. But this song, gotta stop doing that. This song is pretty damn iconic. I don't love it, but I appreciate it for what it is. I like the fact that he's doing this fun little song about his wife's horrific employer. I don't know why I keep saying ungroup on this. I was just going to do it anyway, because we're on Canva. But I'm going to pin it at the A tier because it is a classic Disney song. It's very well known. And so there we go. As per usual, I'm going to faff about trying to get it lined up. It's not going to happen, so I'm just going to have to accept that. So, Canine Crunchies. There's only like literally one main song in this film. And that's only because Roger is a songwriter. So he writes jingles for things and songs. In the live action, I believe he creates video games. So it's songs in this one. So the Canine Crunchies is literally when the puppies are all sat watching the TV together. They're watching some TV show and the Canine Crunchies advert comes on. It's just a little tune for the Canine Crunchies advert. I'm going to put it as C because it's cute and I don't hate it. So it's going in at C. Oh, and it's not lining up because the middle line is the central line of the thing, and that's going to really, really bug me. Hang on. Hang about, guys. Let's sort this out. If we move it all down a little bit, that should sort things and will stop it from irritating the heck out of me. There we go. There we go. We're good. So, on to the last one, Dalmatian Plantation. I had to really look this one up because I do vaguely remember it being in the film. It's right at the end of the film when they decide that they're going to keep all the 99 dogs they've got now, 101 including the mum and the dad. And speaking of dogs, mine was just trying to get in the video again. If you see my videos, you know my Cocker Spaniel Loki likes to attempt to get into the videos. He likes my attention all the time. And if I'm talking to a screen, he thinks I'm talking to somebody and wants to be involved. So, I mean, I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking to you guys. But anyway, Dalmatian Plantation is basically just the little song that Roger sings right at the end when he's writing a little jingle about. He sort of creates a little song about buying this big plantation and filling it with all the dogs, basically. So it's very cute, but it's a very short little song, but I do like the fact the dogs join in, so I'm going to put it in the C tier. Okay, so that was 101 Dalmatians. That was really quick. This video is probably going to be really quick in fairness. But on to Sword in the Stone. I love Sword in the Stone. It's an awesome, awesome Disney film. It's got some great little songs. And the first one is Hiccutus Ficcutus, which is basically when Merlin gets the prophecy that he's got to go and help Arthur, and so he is packing up his home into the suitcase and basically shrinking everything down really small, all his furniture and everything, to get it into the bag. A bit like Mary Poppins, really, but you know, Mary Poppins doesn't shrink it down. She just seems to have an infinite bag that doesn't ever fill up. He shrinks all his stuff down, and that's the song he's singing, the Higatus, Figatus, Bigatus, Bum, it's a Prestidigitonium. And that's the little song he sings in that. I love that entire scene. I love seeing all the furniture shrink down really, really small, particularly when it's Archimedes the owl's perch, and he has to, he almost gets sucked into the back as well. It's funny, because I do like Archimedes. And this song is absolutely great. Classic Disney song, and I am putting it in at the S tier. Okay, That's What Makes the World Go Round. That is when he turns Arthur into a fish, just so he can experience what it's like to be a fish, basically. And it's the to and fro, stop and go, that's what makes the world go round. If you can hear any movement in the background, it's just my son moving around. He just said sorry, bless him. But That's What Makes the World Go Round. Another great little scene in the film, and it's going in at the A tier. Most Befuddling Thing is a really, really short little song. It's when Arthur and Merlin are squirrels, and Arthur's being chased around by the female squirrel that fancies him as a male, you know, as a little young male squirrel, which of course turns out really sad because he turns back into a human and she's kind of lost her mate that she wanted. But it's a very, very little one, just after when she's chasing him around, and Merlin is just singing, "It's a most befuddling thing." And then just as he realises that he's got the attention of a older female squirrel who has taken a great liking to him. And it just finishes with him being kind of shocked by this squirrel taking a lot of attention in him. So it's a lovely short little song. I think I'm going to put it in the B tier. Because, you know, it's fine. It does its job. Mad Madam Mim. Oh, she's such a good villain. I love her. I love the little song she sings. It's obviously when she's just explaining how wonderful she is and how much better she is than Merlin to Arthur when she catches him, when she catches him, because he's a bird. Oh no, she doesn't. He falls down the chimney and she sees him because he's trying to escape from the hawk. So Mad Madam Mim's a great song. And I'm going to put it in at the A tier. It's not quite as good as Higatus Figatus, but I do love it. And then the final one is just the little very classic sounding song. Loki, get down. He's climbing on the back of the sofa. I just like to keep these things in because I just think it's a bit more real and amusing to have me talking. Oi! He's taken a cushion. No, this video won't be going on for long, so it'll be fine. So, The Legend of the Sword of the Stone is just the very sort of classical song that they sing at the beginning. I don't even think it should really count as a song, so I'm going to put it in as the D tier. Basically, what the dog is trying to do is the dog is trying to get my attention. If he grabs a pillow, he knows I'm going to think he's going to destroy the pillow, which he may try and destroy the pillow. It'll be the pillowcase anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, he's just trying to get my attention, so I'm just going to ignore him. You may hear him having a bit of a growl at it. Anyway, that was Sword in the Stone done. All 5 songs. Very short. On to the Jungle Book. 6 songs in the Jungle Book, and the last one. Colonel Harty's March. Okay, I think I may have mentioned this in another video. They used to have a TV show called, I think it was called Disney Time or something like that. It used to be, I think, on BBC, in the BBC One in the UK in the late 80s, early 90s. And obviously, I absolutely loved it as a child, Disney-loving child. And I remember them showing this segment of Colonel Harty's March in it. The hop, 2, 3, 4, keep it up, 2, 3, 4, that thing in there. And the baby elephant trying to teach Mowgli how to be an elephant, because Mowgli, you know, obviously had been told he was going to have to leave the, oh, he's getting fluff all over the carpet, leave the wolf pack for his own safety, and Bagheera was taking it, so I think he sort of tried to escape off and decided he wanted to be an elephant instead. And I absolutely love this. I think it's truly classic, and it's going into the A tier. I think quite a few of these ones in Jungle Book are going to go into the A tier, if honest. Oh, that's misaligned. How annoying. Oh, that's the best I can do. Bare Necessities. Going straight into the S tier. What a song. What a great Disney song. Everybody knows the bare necessities. Surely, if you're watching this, please let me know in the comments if you don't know the bare necessities, because I just don't feel anyone could not know the bare necessities. And same with the next song, Ooby Doo, I Wanna Be Like You. Gonna go into the S tier. I don't even need to explain why. Classic Disney songs, absolutely amazing, so much fun to them. Obviously, the bare necessities is when Mowgli has met Baloo, and Baloo is teaching him how straightforward and stress-free life can be. And then I Want to Be Like You is when King Louie meets, or Mowgli meets King Loki. You git. He's looking at me like this. Like, oh, come and get me. Good thing he's cute. He's just destroyed my pillowcase. Yeah, I Want to Be Like You is obviously where he meets King Louie. He kind of gets kidnapped by the monkeys, doesn't he, really, who take him to King Louie, who is their leader, their king, obviously. And King Louie wants to know how to make fire. And there's an entire song about how much he wants to be like a human. Here's a thought. So, we've evolved to be like this from apes. When we were at the point of apes, what point were dogs at? Because I reckon that dogs are already perfect and were just dogs. But, not really, obviously, but I do think they're perfect, but I don't think they were just dogs. But I'm really interested to know what dogs were like. You know, what canines were like when we were just basic primates. I mean, we're primates now, but, you know, apes. I'd love to know that. So, if anybody knows, let me know in the comments. Really random point. ADHD, I do things like this. Right, Trust in Me is when Kaa the snake is trying to hypnotise Mowgli, because basically he is a boa constrictor and wants to squeeze him to death and eat him, which, you put it that way, sounds horrific. Although somebody did comment in my video, in my 1950s and 60s tier list, about how much they hate the Jungle Book animated film and how it's nothing like the books, and apparently Kaa the snake isn't a villain at all. In I think it was in that video, it was either that or it was in my Disney villains one. Kaa wasn't a villain in the original story, so interesting. I found that really interesting, and at some point I will either read the Jungle Book, although I don't really have a lot of sort of, my eyesight's not brilliant, I don't really get to, I really struggle to, oh, he's just taken some rubbish. I do struggle to read things even with glasses. I'm not going to go into it, but it's a condition with my corneas. So either I'll listen to the audiobook, or there's a much, much better, I think, film version of it. So I've briefly seen that in the past, so I'll check that one out. So, Trust in Me is going to go into B, because it's iconic, but not enough. It's just well known enough. That's what friends are for. This is going to the D tier. I hate this song. I hate the vultures. I guess they were trying to make them like the Beatles with the Liverpudlian accents. At least I think it's supposed to be Liverpudlian. Surely it's supposed to be, because the Beatles were obviously from Liverpool. With their little haircuts and everything. I'm not here for it. Whether it's just the fact that it has aged badly, it's not cool like it would have been back then. He's trying to get something else. Cool like it maybe would have been back in the 60s when the Beatles were in their heyday, but it's not for me. I don't like the style of the song. I'm not really into that whole... I mean, I do like barbershop quartets generally, in theory, but I just find it a really depressing song, and I don't like it, and I used to whiz that bit through when I was a kid, because I just hated the song. And then finally, On My Own, so My Own Home, On My Own, pretending he's beside me, My Own Home is the song that... Oh, it's gone, I've forgotten her name. The human girl at the end of the film that basically Mowgli follows into the mountain village is the I shall go and fetch the water song. My Own Home. Me and my brother, when we were kids, used to try and balance things on our heads and pretend to do that one. Sorry to my brother if he's watching this. He won't be, but I don't think he's watched any of my videos. But still, My Own Home. I'm going to pin it in at the A tier, I think. Comment underneath what her name is, because it has just escaped me entirely. So So we have reached the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As I said, please check out my Snow White review. I haven't trashed it like everybody has. I haven't said it was amazing, but you know, I don't want to go too much into it, but I haven't, you know, trashed it like everybody did. I did go into it with a very open mind, and tried to see it for the best it was, really. So head over there. I've got lots and lots of thoughts of it, as you can imagine. In the meantime, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!